and welcome to Stay at Home Crafts. This series is designed to show you some fun and creative crafts that you can make from home with materials you can find around the house. So if you don't have certain materials, don't worry, because I'm going to show you some adaptations. Okay, let's get started. So today's Stay at Home craft is going to be making our initials. We're going to start with a nice piece of cardboard that I cut out of an old box, and you're going to need a pencil. And you're just going to draw your initial on this piece of cardboard. So I'm going to do the letter C. So I'm just going to come around and make my C. And you want your, whatever letter you decide, you're going to want it to be fairly thick. So I would make it about 2 inches. So you don't need to measure for this or anything. Come around, and if you make a mistake, you know that's why we're using pencil. So I messed up a little bit there. And there. So I've got my C. And then you can I just use some scissors. So you're just gonna cut your letter out. And this will take a little bit of time to cut this out. So I went ahead and pre-cut one out for us so we wouldn't have to wait on that. So I've started my letter here. We're going to use yarn, and we're going to wrap the yarn around our letter. So you're just going to get a tiny piece of tape. It doesn't need to be fancy tape. I just couldn't find the masking tape. Put it on my string, and then I'm going to attach it to my cardboard. And then I'm going to wrap my string around my letter. And I like to go over it kind of twice in the same spot so it covers up any holes and it covers up the tape. You can make it as thick as you want it, but I think a couple of times is pretty good. And then I came back over here and looked. Now some of this green is sticking out, so I want to tuck that back under. So that came loose, so I might need to get another little piece of tape and tape that back down. So you're just going to keep wrapping your letter, or if you don't have any yarn, I promised you some modifications. We could use washi tape. So I started this here to show you. I know you guys are always coming up with such creative ideas that whenever we do crafts together, you guys just astound me on how creative you guys are. You could do that if you didn't have any yarn. And you can do a pattern. You could do a repeat pattern if you wanted to, or you could just mix it up. Maybe you want to go back and add another pink, but not, instead of putting blue next time, maybe you want to put green. So that's what I did with mine. The first one I made, I started with purple, and then I went to green, but then I went black and pink. And I thought, well, I don't want it to be all symmetrical. So I thought, I'll just throw in some other colors. So I kind of threw in some gray and some blue down here. I thought it looked good to put it the same colors. So I started with the purple and the green up here. And then at the bottom, I went ahead and made the green and the purple kind of matches there. And I found this cute little button. So I thought I'd just attach this cute little button. You could put anything on it that you wanted, though. You could put on like some pom-poms, or what else could we add to that? Well, you guys are really creative. I know you'll think of other things to add to it, and maybe you can send me your artwork. You can send it to my email, teens@justpublib.org, so I can see your beautiful letters that you made. So you could also make yours with embroider thread if you didn't have any yarn. Of course, it'll take a lot more wrapping to do that, so you might want to use a smaller letter. You might not even want your letter to be this big. And you could always color. You could always color in your letter with some crayons or markers. So there's plenty of things you can do just with a piece of cardboard. How about that? So while you're at home, let's do some crafts. I hope you enjoyed making this craft and will join me next time. The library is offering lots of virtual programs, so keep checking our website, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.